Hello YouTube, my name is SlothFang. I am slowly aching from allergies. Don't worry, we'll get over it. I'll be sneezing throughout this as we play the last two levels of PowerWash Simulator's DLC, SpongeBob SquarePants. That's right, we have the Invisible Boatmobile and the Mermalair. The dirty bubble, as we found out, has dirtied everything in Bikini Bottom. Let's go. Jellyfish Fields, Bikini Bottom. And by the way, what music does SpongeBob listen to when he's jellyfishing? Stay tuned as we find out that, and as I rank the three types of milk: regular milk, chocolate milk, and strawberry milk. I've got strawberry milk right here. Let's find out, shall we? There's evil foot! Evil! But it's no foot, amigo. It's a bubble. A dirty, dirty bubble. And he's been painting the whole town brown. We tracked him to the jellyfish fields. No, wait. The jellyfish fields. Wait, what? Oh, we tracked him to the jellyfield fishes. No, wait, the jellyfish fields. But he's cornered us, and I don't think there's a round thing. I didn't think a round thing could do that. Finally, he sucked us in with his awesome surface tension. We managed to pry our way out with Barnacle Boy's rough rock-eating tongue, but the Invisible Boatmobile is a wreck. It's covered in every type of gunk you'd find out in all you can eat if you were a clam. Barnacle Boy says you have some kind of squirter that you pressure into working for us. I respect that. All right, let's do it. This is how we do it. I'm sneezing because the allergies are bad today. My nose is bothered, but I took my medicine and I'm still sneezing. Oh, wow, it's Invisible Boatmobile. You know, funny, I visited my mom and brother today, which I'll show you at the end of the stream. They got me and my fiance some gear from there. Really cool. And some swag. And my brother's like, how do they know where to put the gas pump nozzle in for the Invisible Boatmobile for the gas? And I'm like, well, I mean, they just know. You're like, hey, here's where the gas is, because that's where it is. They probably had the car and then turned it invisible. And what's a good question of how do you know where things are? I'm like, that's a pretty good idea. Which reminds me, there's a meme of someone who oh, hold on. I remember now. For some reason, the sound resets itself. There we go. Standing Cheeks was right. We gave chase to the dirty bubble, hightailing it away from the paddy wagon with a big filthy grin on his face. The dirty bubble. I think it'd be really cool DLC wise if they had Deep Rock Galactic. That would be so cool. As if he could have any other kind of grin. Don't you worry, kiddo. We're gonna wipe that big dirty grin clean off of that dirty bubble. We're already a quarter of the way through. Hot dog. Just as soon as we wipe down our shoes, the mud's deep here and I don't like it one bit. Yeah, you tell him, mermaid man. Ugh. It was like the outer edge of my nose. Daily cookie redeemed by Chips Ahoy. Here we go. 9 daily cookies. Hot dog. By the way, that's something you can redeem. And there's milestones too. You can unlock prizes and more. So stop into chat if you're watching us on YouTube. Howdy, YouTube. And if not, and you're on Twitch, well then you can do it live once per stream day. When I'm live and I'm streaming once per day. We spotted him bobbing evilly north. Which way's north? I don't, remember, man, I don't. So he's this way? Wait a minute, do you realize what's north of here? I can't go over there, sorry. But there's tons of cookies that you can redeem. Chocolate cookie. So good. I was amazed when I learned that there's a chocolate cookie and there's a chocolate chip cookie. But it makes sense. Excuse me, sorry. It's all this evil. I'm allergic to evil. Barnacle Boy says that due north is a Goo Lagoon. See, that would have been cool if that had been a level, too. Excuse me. I was like, where did the car go? I'm like, oh, car go. But I don't care who's due what. If the dirty bubble makes it that far, we can all kiss goodbye to at least 7 colors of the rainbow. Some of the sayings that he says is such an old person saying, like not like because they're old from like years gone, but because they're so old that they kind of lose it. Sadly. Man, I'm feeling a little bit better each time, but at the same time I feel like just need to take a good nap. Cold compress on my nose, face. All these jellyfish are really testing our supply of antihistamines. I know how that feels, Barnacle Boy. A hydrate hot dog. That's smart. Delicious. And Mermaid Man already had his rash of being inside the dirty bubble. Poor Mermaid Man. Oh, it's the door handle. That's what I was saying. Always appreciate the hydrate redeems. It's a windshield here. That's probably on the inside, isn't it? Excuse me. Alright. Personally, I have to say, if I were to rank the milk, chocolate milk, regular milk, and strawberry milk, regular milk would be 3rd place. Strawberry milk would be 2nd place, and chocolate milk, delicious, delicious chocolate milk, sweet, delicious chocolate milk would be smoothly in 1st place. Bow ornament. Oh, it's right here. I see it. Brake light and windscreen. What? Yeah, I know the brake light's there, but oh, is it right? That was the easiest. Wow. It's supposed to be invisible. Huzzah, we did it. By the sleeve of Neptune, you've done it. The Invisible Boatmobile looks fantastic, I assume. It's so good to not see it again. Now get a load of this news. It'll blow your fins off. We finally apprehended the dirty bubble. Caught him in the act. The act of evil! Open mouth he was, and inches away from Goo Lagoon. Can you imagine? I can't. I have no visual imagination. But when you get inside the mind of a criminal, you don't need it. You can guess their every move, and we got inside more than his mind. We got inside his very being. We've headed to Mermalair now, where he can be safely and tartar-serrated. To the Mermalair, Barnacle Boy! Welcome, friend. Welcome to the elusive prison of Fingor. No, wait, I mean the Mermalair. I live here, don't I? And guess what? That dirty, dirty bubble has struck again. This time within our very walls. Don't ask me how, but he escaped, ran around, dirtied up the place before, quick as night, sneaking back into his impregnable hold, from which escape is impossible. And look what he's done to the place. He's made the whole 9 yards look like it's a festering nest of negligence. And for what? Revenge! I'd like to see him try. Do something, kid, before we descend into a pit of self-loathing and crime in Bikini Bottom spirals out of control. And don't forget those nooks and crannies. Crime flourishes where anglefish fear to dredge. The Mermalair! All right, we got oh, the door. I will do the entrance door. Th this doesn't look like the work of the dirty bubble to me. Say it isn't so, SpongeBob. Who could it have been? Oh, there's a lot. Looks like years of persistent dirt and inefficient cleaning technique. Really, they're having me clean up their dirty mess. Well, you know, they're heroes. I'll forgive them this time. All this cleaning has got me riled up allergy-wise. It's funny how when I sneeze, I... Alright, we got that. We got a lot of stuff. What's here? Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy photo. Aw. They look so lovely. So kind. To dedicate themselves against evil in the name of justice. Every villain is lemons. Don't forget that. And the orb of confusion. I was almost done for if I accidentally didn't hit that switch again. All right, I gotta remember the ladder, and the ladder is right next to the orb of confusion. Gotta remember that. And I'm fighting off a sneeze as I clean off the orb of confusion. I'd be so cool. Like, I love, like, we did it. We got, well, I mean, that's just one item, but so far, so good. Oh, there's a lot of dirt caked onto here. I'll get the trim. I think it'd be cool to see like a Justice League, you know, because I'm a big DC fan. I mean, Marvel's cool too. I love Spider-Man. Spider-Man's really cool. Captain America and whatnot. And Daredevil and so on and so forth. Like, I would end up just listing all of the heroes in the Marvel universe. But DC has always been my heart because, you know, Batman, Superman. But a live action, anytime we've gone to Six Flags, because I think they have some deal with DC, Warner Brothers, to have that and Looney Tunes, and I've always loved going to Six Flags. The one that was near us was within a couple hours from home, and even though I wasn't a big coaster fan, I just loved the overall park ambiance. Like, I guess that's why I kind of dig Disney. I'm not what you'd say as a Disney adult, but like, I'm an adult who thinks Disney's cool, so I guess, but I'm not like, I don't know. I think people should be able to enjoy what they want to enjoy and not be mocked or ridiculed from it, you know? I still dig SpongeBob. I was around when SpongeBob, you know, first came on. I remember watching it like, oh, there's this new show coming out? Sure. 1999. I was 6. Yeah. Fun times. Also, the answer to what music does SpongeBob listen to when he's jellyfishing? Catchy music. Boom-ch. Yeah, I know. Wasn't as funny as everyone thought it'd be, but I thought it was a funny joke. Da 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 da. Need some music while I'm cleaning, you know? Cleaning goes by faster when you have music. Boots and ketsa, boots and ketsa. Trying to think if I've listened to any new music lately. I've recommended Buckethead, Crime Slunk Scene. Such a good album. I have that and Albino Slug. Well, Clock on Wise. Highly recommend it. Buckethead has so many albums. You're thinking, oh, there's a few repetitive, but they're all pretty solid. Highly recommend them. When he releases it under his Hatbox Music, or is it Hatbox Ghost Music? I don't know. He calls them pikes, and they're on average about 30 minutes or just under 30 minutes of a few tracks that are just delightful. Usually they don't have any lyrics to it. Sometimes they have drums, but sometimes they have lyrics to it, but it's great. Pikes are essentially different experiences, whether it's an attraction, a queue, a walkway, or something, or a show at Buckethead Land. He actually, from what's been told, he's actually personally has when he goes to Disneyland, because he lives in California, he actually has music, his own soundtrack to listen to when he goes on rides, which I think is really cool. I would love it if I went in and I saw this guy with this tall, long hair, big hands, and just him has headphones in or something, or earphones, whatever, and he's jamming to his own music. I'd be like, it's Buckethead! I wouldn't approach him because I know he's kind of a person. He's private, and I know any celebrity wouldn't usually mind. But I'm like, you're at Disney World by yourself with family. You don't want to get bugged at work, you know. That, and I know some people who if you brought up, oh, hey, I know who you are, don't worry, I'm not going to tell you, it might just crush the vibe of them just trying to relax for the day, you know? My fiance would be the person who would, because I'd be, awestruck if I saw someone, you know, like Buckethead, or any of the guys from Metallica, or just, you know, stuff like that. Any of the Batman actors, and I'd be like, and she goes, he's a really big fan. Could you sign his you know, photograph poster or whatever? What? I didn't press. That's weird. I'd be all shocked. Yeah, he talks about blah blah. I'd have to tell her, hey, here are the questions. I'd have to get her to memorize. If you meet this person or that person, this is what the question I'd want to ask them. But I'd be so shy or shocked to see them in real life, because you know you see actors and you think, oh, they're always on movie sets, when really they're just like you and I. Well, I you know, when you go to work specifically, and you know, and then you're not at work all the time, you leave work and go home. Same thing with them. But in my mind, I keep thinking, oh, you know, on actors on set, band members on stage or rehearsal and all that, or studio, or when that's not always the case, they have off time too. But I remember I was at a Papa Roach concert. Oh, this was close to over a decade ago, and we were in seats. We were in it was two sections. You had the pit in front of the stage. You had a few rows of seating. And then there was the main walkway that connected to the stage, and then it was all the seats, and we were the second row seats, and there's two guys sitting there oh, well, we got tent seats, so you guys can move forward if you want. We're not going to come back, so you won't be bugged. But we're cool. And a few different bands had came onto stage by then and whatnot, and then Papa Roach comes on, and Jacoby Shaddix was walking by, and I'm like, hey, waving, and he high-fives me and shakes my hand and keeps walking, and I'm like, oh, that's cool, you know? I shook hands with a professional, you know, musician. That's awesome. And then I've got a buddy who actually went to our local the hometown, his hometown area, or nearby, I forget where there was a music shop, and he had several Michael Angel Badio and a few other amazing I don't want to call them shredders because there's so much more than that, but these amazing guitarists, and he got to like watch him perform and talk to him in person about different like techniques and whatnot. And I'm like, what, really? He goes, yeah, really cool dude, down to earth. And it's like, just think about what you do in your field, and like if I was, say, a professional, you know, musician, you know, shredding guitar, not just doing it for hobby, and like, how would I react? And like, I'd probably be about the same, you know, just chill. But still also be really passionate and geek out about certain things, you know? Alright, water break. I know personally myself, I try not to sneeze here. I haven't watched too many of the newer episodes of SpongeBob, but I've watched a couple, but not too many. And one was alright, and the other couple were, they were fine. They were fun. I know everyone's like, oh, you know, after, like, just like The Simpsons, after the first few seasons, it's all terrible. And I'm like, the humor definitely shifted a bit, and you can only write so many things before you kind of start writing about the same thing again. I mean, that's, you know, the premise of a show can be written so many times before you're like, hey, we've already done this episode, we'll do it differently. Oh, okay. Same thing with Simpsons. I feel like there's still plenty of episodes. Like, I've watched recent, from the first episode all the way to the new Simpsons. I've watched all the episodes, and the older stuff is really great. The new stuff kind of hits or misses, but it's not about being woke. Like, that's never been the issue with the Simpsons or any show like that. They just, you know, recycling old material, but like pretending it's new material when it's just old, just redone. And I think this means that, like, you can obviously... Whoop, Sloth fell down. You can obviously enjoy the first 6 seasons and not watch, you know, seasons, you know, 7 through 104, you know? Completely fine. Some could argue you've aged out, and other times I could say you haven't aged out. It's just that... in some aspects you've aged out, but also in some aspects the content itself has changed, so therefore you really didn't age out of it. Necessarily, the content itself has changed more so than you. Because there's been content creators that I've watched that I like their older stuff, because it's that specific style of, oh, it was just a bunch of friends talking, playing Skyblock Minecraft, you know, or X, Y, and Z, whatever game it is, and that was fun. And you know, as I get older, and sometimes I get older, I'm like, yeah, that stuff really wasn't funny. They were just streaming all the time. That wasn't as fun as I thought it was. And more people adapt to the, oh, we're screaming and hollering, it's funny. And it's like, is it really? But, you know, still, that doesn't mean that they don't have content that isn't funny or cool, new or old. So I always try and give it a chance. But at the same time, sometimes you have to realize there's a sunken fallacy cost, and that, or sunken cost fallacy. I forget which way it goes, and it is what it is, you know. You know, don't be sad it's over. Be happy because it happened. All right, that electrical device is done. Wall of superhero super gadgetry. WOSSG balls of steel. The shell comm. That's so cool. Oh, it's the Fist of Pain, the Aqua Glove, the Bubble Wand of Doom container, and the Wand of Doom. Excuse me. Ugh. Stinky allergies. I wish I didn't suffer from these allergies, but wait, is this just... really? It's just the fake nose and mustache on a pair of goggles for scuba diving. The Lost episode tape. Oh, well, didn't they do a SpongeBob episode on that? Like the Lost episode? Not of SpongeBob. I mean, I know they did that, but of this, I think this has all been featured in an episode, honestly. Or Shell Bra. Super acquaintances. Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy unite. Essentially, they're Batman and Robin. It's a parody of the Justice Friends. A boomerang, a tartar gun. The radar capsule. Yeah, I think this was a really cool DLC. I would have said a few bucks cheaper would have been fine. $8 and some change after tax just, to me, wasn't worth it. But did I have fun? Oh yeah, it's a few hours of fun. It was 2 hours and 15 minutes for all but the last two maps, so we'll see how long. Right now we're about 40 minutes in. The time this session doesn't count. Because I technically had this up earlier just to make sure that the game was running and up to date. How am I missing? Oh, there we go. I'm excited because in a few days I'll be reading the next Dritz Duerden book, A Drow Ranger by R.A. Salvatore. It's a D&D character. It's so cool. I highly recommend it. You can read really any first book of any trilogy of his is great. We're about to get the 39th book, technically, 40th if you count, I think, the book Dow of Dritz. But super cool. So much. The adventures are wow, you know? And yeah, I think this is gonna be the last book for a bit. But honestly, if you're like, oh, I'm gonna start from the beginning, well, then you do Homeland or the Crystal Shard is what I started, and then I read Homeland because what happened was the Crystal Shard. I think I've mentioned this before in one of my Minecraft videos. Homeland was the first book. He wasn't intending. Salvatore didn't intend Dritz to be the main character. He was going to be Wolfgar the Barbarian. But everyone loved Dritz so much, and you know the feeling of things worked out. He's like, yeah, okay, we'll write more about Dritz. And 3 books happened, and at that point they're like, well, we need more information about him. And so yeah, so they wrote Homeland, Sojourn, and Exile, and that talks about him growing up in the Underdark and with the other Drow, and it's so cool. Oh, the cosmic ray. The bunch baked on. The radar boot. I'm trying to make it so that while I sneeze, I'm at least still power washing. Let's pull this up and see. Excuse me. Aqua glove. Oh, it's okay. Excuse me. Itch! My itchy chin! Bubble wand of doom container. I'm allergic to cleaning. Excuse me. Sailor cap and lunchbox. Oh, you know what? There's an achievement if you wash this first. Whoops. Whoopsie daisy. What is this? Patrick Starr's license. Driver identification. Expires 12/14/03. That's 16. I don't know. 12/16, 12/14. Either way. 120 Conch Street, Bikini Bottom, Patrick Starr. I don't know why, but anytime I see that, it looks like the one of the lettering is backwards. Hold on, I gotta get tissue. One of the letters for his name is backwards, and then I realized it's not. That's just how he writes. So, oh, I threw that tissue into the basket. I don't know if you saw that, but that was pretty cool. I'm definitely gonna wipe down my desk. I haven't sneezed on my desk, but I've sneezed around it, and that's enough to make me want to sanitize the area. We'll clean this, and I think we'll clean the pillars here after this is cleaned. By the way, whether you're watching this on YouTube or Twitch, you've made it this far, definitely comment what's a game that you would like to see me play. Granted, you can comment in the chat in Twitch anytime. You can comment on the YouTube section. And you can even comment in the Discord. I was going to say Twitch. The Discord, 24/7, link below. Worth checking out. Where we hang out after stream. And you can also hang out during stream, too. There's other projects I talk about during there, too. And everyone hangs out, shares art, recipes, memes, and more. And if a topic gets big enough in chat, then we'll make its own chat so that way it can have its own solid course of discussion without, you know, being interrupted by other people and vice versa. But really, it's just all about camaraderie. Man, this chemistry table is dirty. I mean, the whole place is dirty, but dang. Yellow nozzle for the win. Oh, that's huh, okay. I didn't even, oh, and even the light bulb, wow. I would have missed that had I not been swinging around this power washer. Clean in. I wouldn't think that a power washer would be safe to handle this glass equipment, but I mean, here we are. All right. I do like the cartoon shading for the for this. I really dig it. I've been doing some game development myself, and that's something I've been looking at. Is trying to replicate something that's similar to like a mixture of the Breath of Wild, Tears of the Kingdom shader, while also being something like Studio Ghibli-esque. So, been working on that myself. It's been pretty fun, the different things that I've got as results. That's probably one of the insides. Oh no, there's just some bits left. What's missing? Oh, there goes the table. What's up with the chair? Where's the chair at? All right, let me. Here, we'll do this. And I missed the basket that time. Rip, I will get that after stream, don't worry. Yeah, that's one thing I don't like is having these allergies. I mean, my nose, when my nose isn't, you know, when I'm not having allergic reactions, I tell you what, my 10 out of 10, I can smell stuff and like, wow, I can really smell this in the air. And they're like, huh? And then they'll go down the street and then bam. Like, wow, I didn't know that was in the area. I didn't know you could smell that, but it's also cursed. If something smells bad, oh, horrible. All right, we're switching to the red one just so we can get up close and personal here. Drink some water. Hey, and by the way, drink some water. Always good to rehydrate yourself. I find that I don't drink enough water. But it, like many things in life, the key is routine and moderation. Now, this is looking pretty good. And then I hit the tab button and realized it's not it. The costumes at International Justice League of Super Acquaintances. Yeah, they're over there. Sloth! So cool. I'd be the elastic. Who would you be, SpongeBob? I'd be the elastic waistband with those stretching powers. I could change the channel without finding the remote. That's true. At my mom's parents' house, the SpongeBob would be on. They had 2 rooms. They had the front room as soon as you walk into, and then the room behind that, which was more like the lounging room. In that back room, always would have SpongeBob on most of the time. So great. Oh, you can actually hit electronics. Cool. I watched most of it at my own house, but like we'd go over there and I could see an episode of SpongeBob. I'm like, hey, I've seen this episode, or hey, that's a new episode, or I haven't seen that one before. So great. Now let's see what we can find. After this, we'll probably do a couple more like the table stuff, like this chairs and whatnot, and then we'll do another pillar and then switch, pillar, switch. Trying to do like do that square, then this square, then this square. That way it's even. Even Steven. That's a show I haven't watched in ages. Even Stevens. Shia LaBeouf and Renee. I can picture her, but I can't think of her actual like full name. I wonder what they do now. I mean, I've seen a few things Shia LaBeouf's done, but I think Renee's. Does she still act? Is her actual name Renee, or am I thinking of a different actress? Rip me. But then knowing my ADHD self, I'll like look up the whole show and look all about them, and then be like, oh, cool. Now, if in the next 3 weeks someone has a trivia fact about the cast and crew of Even Stevens, I know everything about it. Okay, there we go. Oh, the floor mount. Oh, does that mean that, yeah, the ceiling too? Oh, it's the top. Oh, I got it. Yay! Alright, let's do these chairs. And that spot looked like it was dirt. Clean! We gotta clean! It's like when, you know, you're home all day and then your parents are like pulling in the driveway like, oh crap, we didn't do all the chores we're supposed to do. Shit. I've only had that happen to me like once or twice. One part was lazy, the other part was I didn't realize time had flown by so fast and I kind of forgot. Ugh, my nose itches. Allergic to cleaning. I wonder if there's anyone who's actually like their brain's wired that they are allergic to cleaning. Someone else has to do it for them. Ugh. So far, this is a good sized table. For what, all 6 of them? 3, yep. Makes you wonder, like, if Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy sit there, and then they have the two that's, like, next to each of them, respectively, and then these two are next to each other. I wonder how that makes them feel, like, you know, so-and-so's across from so-and-so. Like, how that dynamically affects a group. For better or for worse, you know? Like, you obviously want to sit next to a person that you agree with, or you find fascinating or interesting. But, like, the person farthest away from you, are you more likely to agree with them or disagree with them? I mean, they're here to work as a team, but, you know, it makes me wonder. Someone's like, sir, this is a Wendy's. Shout out though to and thanks to everyone who watched the first part. I had a lot more people watching than I expected, so thank you for that. Where's the dirt on this chair? There we go. It's always nice when I look, if no one watches a video on YouTube, I mean, cool. I'll still upload what I like to do. I mean, I wanna if I created something that I love doing, and it earns a million, it generates a million views. That's awesome. That obviously is a goal I'd love to have if a million people wanted to watch the thing that I created. But at the same time, like, you know, if you don't watch it, you don't watch it. That's fine. I watch all my content before and after editing, before and after uploading. Like, I watch all my stuff a few times. Obviously, if it's a few hours long, I have to skip. I have to skip around, just, you know, after I've watched the full thing. But otherwise, I still watch it. I mean, why wouldn't you? You have to make sure it's done right. Ages ago, I didn't, and I had a video that went up that didn't have sound, or it had a picture aspect ratio like different, and so yeah. So you live and you learn. But the big thing is, anytime you fail, you learn. So therefore, it's not really a failure, it's more of just a lesson. Reminds me of rocket power for some reason. I don't know why. That's another show. I remember watching like that Secret Warehouse of Tony Hawk in the it's like, huh, in one episode. Oh, water time. Yeah, I'm glad that we spent. So we got today. We're streaming the rest of this. So this is the last level. So you know, the last two levels we're finishing up, and this is the last one of the two. And then tomorrow, so the next stream will be a short hike off of the Game Pass. One of the many Game Pass games I've been wanting to play. I think it just came on Game Pass. I mentioned earlier. And then after that it'll be 2 parts of Shadow of the Colossus. Super excited for that. Super duper excited. That's one of my favorite games of all time. So great. So moving too. Every time I'm like, oh, if it's not the spot, it's somewhere else. And I go to find somewhere else, but then I hose that spot and then boom, it's done. I'm like, well, that was really it. All right. That chair is almost... Where is this spot at? I just realized the table isn't done. Rip. Let's see, there. There. I think that's all the chairs? No, there's one more chair. Got it. Got it. Yay, the table's done. Come on, where is the other part? There we go, ta-da! All the chairs are good, so it's time to do a pillar. Yay! We'll do these two and then the pillar. There. That light bulb reminds me of the chicken, and they go to get a light bulb, and they work together, and they get over their differences. They climb a mountain of light bulbs to get a light bulb, and okay. Classic peak SpongeBob humor right there. Seriously, my allergies. Ah. Right, there we go. All right, and there we go. Almost there for the... Oh, it's a wall alarm. Okay. Oh, it was this side. I just needed the... Hold on, where's the step ladder? Is it stuck? Step ladder, why are you stuck? There we go. Okay, here, jump up. I've been playing a bunch of Demonologist with a couple friends. Level 10, something past level 10, unlocked the hospital, played that, I think we played that once, and got it the first time. It was fun. It's like, if you like Phasmophobia, but you prefer more puzzles, then, this game is for you. Where's the ladder at? There we go. I should've just had a ladder ages ago. There we go. Alright, let's see. We'll start up. There. Make our way down, and we'll have some minor adjustments as we go down. Like, I'm not able to see the right side, so excuse me. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm not able to get on the ladder. Like, there's getting on the ladder, and then there's, I don't know, not being able to get on the ladder, I guess. There we go. We're making progress. We're 34% of the way there, almost 35. Oh, it's up here. Okay. Time for some strawberry milk. Delicious. I'm almost out. Rip. Hey, it better to have had the strawberry milk and drank it than to not and never had it. Me trying to be poetic when I'm talking about drinking strawberry milk. Get out of here. Look at me liking drinking milk, even though I'm lactose intolerant and will pay for it later. Unless my fiance got me the lactose-free one, I don't know. Knowing her, she probably did, but then also knowing my luck, they didn't have any, and so she got me the next best thing, which... it is what it is. Uh... I gotta shake that, and I think that's me actually. Wowzers. I love that. I saw the other day. I said, this note says otherwise," and that's literally a note that says otherwise. It's just like, jeez. Or this is a note. This is a sign, and it was literally a no. No, this is the note, and this is a letter. We did it! Oh, can you hit it? Nope. Can you press that? Nope. I thought we actually did. I'm like, oh crap, my bad. I wonder what's in here. Oh, it's a dirty bubble! Hi, dirty bubble, you stink! And not in a good way. Which super acquaintance would I be? Super good question, Patrick. Send me the Flash, the Quickster. If I remember their episode right. I'd be the Quickster, able to travel vast distances at the speed of light. Huzzah! Wait, would I still get tired if I ran to rock bottom and under a second? Would I then collapse of exhaustion? No, I think you need sustenance more than usual, but I think you'd be good. If so, I want that. That doesn't make sense. Would I be exhausted? If so, I want that. To me, it would be, I don't want that, but okay. I do like that green spray right there at the bottom that we just sprayed. The teal. I think that's a really nice touch. Also, the shading on these is so cool. It's like cartoon-esque. I just really love the shader. Imagine if an achievement where it's like, don't press, show dirt the entire match. Obviously, you do like a howl through the van or something, but from the beginning, but still, When I said from the beginning, I was thinking of Optimus Prime. I can't think of the guy's name right now, but the voice of Optimus Prime, like the voice. My name is Optimus Prime. And to anyone who's out there. And and then Linkin Park cuts in. What? Man. I need to rewatch. I have never watched fully I think it's the 80s, the cartoon movie, Transformers. I need to watch that. I don't think his name's Peter. I'm trying to think of his name. It'll be later. He's also the voice of the Predator. I like the purring-like effect. Such a cool story. If you haven't already looked it up, look out. He came up with that voice. Well, I say voice. I don't know if that's the right word for it, but the sounds of. Excuse me. I thought the dirty bubble moved there for a second. I got scared. This is a dome of tartar, if I remember right. There we go. My eyes itch. After stream, I'm gonna have to take some eye drops just because my eyes bother me too. No! Sad but true. That stinks that he's stuck like that, you know? Like, I know he's a bad guy, but just imagine, you know, you're frozen. That sucks. Don't do evil, kids. Every villain is lemons. That, some of those jokes. Some of those jokes were out there, and you're like, man, they must have really wrote that joke for themselves, because who would have laughed at that? You know what, I need the ladder. Alright, sweet. And then we got the crap up top. Almost there. Come on. And 3, 2, 1. There we go. Oh, the platform itself. Okay, we'll do the platform first. Even though you do top-down when cleaning it, but you know. It is what it is. 48%. We're halfway there-ish. Captain Magma. Oh, no way! Oh, that's so cool. I just realized that's who they are. It's this one, the Quickster, the Quickster, Elastic Waistband, and Misappear. I need to watch SpongeBob again. That was a fun show. First 2 seasons, at least. Oh, I got a message from my lady. Check that after stream. I think we probably got like an hour left. If that. A hydrate. Hydrate time. Deliciousness. Where's the costume display? Oh, it's right there. Is it really along? Huh. It's like along like the base barely. Stand on top of that. Hey, parkour! Parkour! Yeah, we're doing it. That was the other day. I created an itinerary for Japan trip. Just so I thought it'd be cool. Like, hey, what would be? So I looked up a bunch of stuff, and you know, so far it looks pretty cool. It'd be like Tokyo and Osaka. Go to like Disneyland and see Tokyo. Universal Studios Japan, which is I think in Osaka. But then like check out all the areas around there, like shopping districts and like arcade stuff. Some sushi places. Oh, it'd be so much fun. My fiance loves sushi. I love seafood, but at the same time, like there's other stuff I'd rather eat instead, you know. But at the same time, I won't pass up, you know, like, hey, we got sushi here, delicious, you know, world renowned. Like, I'm like, oh yeah, I'll go. Stuff like that, you know. Of course, in Universal Japan, Universal Studios Japan, there's Super Nintendo World, and would love to go there. I'd have to price it all out and see when and all that, but that'd be a fun trip to go if me and me and my favorite lady, my fiance, well, hopefully a wife at that point, would go on the trip. That'd be fun, like 2 weeks roughly. Excuse me. Oh, they're missing a piece on it. Ugh. Allergies 1, sloth is 0. It's a high five machine. Whoop. Whoopsh. I don't know. I hear the whoopsh sound. I think of the Jacksepticeye. Top of the morning to you, laddies. I'm like, energetic video. So soothing. Nope. One too many times. I pressed F1 too many times. There we go. That works. The lid. That's good. Now we have the hand of justice. I thought it was a red gloved hand. I didn't. It's yellow. Okay. Whoa, the wall of superhero gadgetry. I feel like we're definitely, oh, we're at 60%, dang. Kind of doing this out of... I guess it's SpongeBob and Patrick are, like, here with me while I'm cleaning it, that kind of thing. Look, SpongeBob, the Bubble Wand of Doom, the Tartar Gun, there's even the Paddle Ball of Fury. That'd be cool, though, to see your superhero, your idols, and seeing them and their equipment up close and personal. That'd be cool. It's like whenever I saw Metallica, for the Hardwired to Self-Destruct tour, I got Snake Pit tickets. I had like it was a free like, oh, you're a member of the Met Club, you can sign up for this kind of thing, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm not gonna win Snake Pit, which is you're inside the actual stage. I thought it was so cool. being right up close, personal, so cool. Definitely one of the greatest, if not my favorite. Yeah, that's my favorite concert of all time. I went with my father-in-law. So much fun. Oh man, that TV's gunky. We'll go around here then. Gotta get up and move my legs. My legs are starting to ache, sitting in the exact same position the entire time. Usually I move around when I'm gaming and whatnot, but it is what it is. Oh, it went on a tangent there. I forgot to tell you, I'm more about Demonologist. That's actually been really fun. Phasmophobia is supposed to have an update coming out soon, trademark. And so, I've been playing Demonologist because it's a game we've had, but me and a couple friends have been playing it. It's so much fun. Kind of silly, but at the same time, I like the puzzle aspect of it. How it works. I think it's cool. We've got 2 more maps. We're like 10 levels away from unlocking 5 levels and 10 levels. The Kurosawa house and then Bedlam, which is essentially an asylum house. So I'm excited for that. I love that there's different methods. Like each location has a different means for exorcism, and that's really cool. I really dig that. It's not the same thing over and over again, you know. One you have to get fingers, and then another you have to collect assault shotgun parts, and another you have to set the clocks at the right time. It's pretty cool. Yay, one more piece to go. Oh, another piece to go, I mean. Oh, I thought that was... Okay, my bad. Thought that was on here. Almost there. Imagine if you could clean your house just by power washing it. It'd be so much more fun. That's good. Well, let me get these buoys. The life buoy wall ornaments. Heck yeah. I wonder how they're gonna do it. The end of the year, they're supposed to, I think, Q4 of 23. They're supposed to do it's a Warhammer? I'm really curious on how that's gonna work out, you know? There it is. I was like, where's the... No ding yet? Okay. Be a pain in my butt? Fine, I'll be a pain in the butt backwards. That's about it on the anchor. Anchor kind of looks like Squidward's surface color. Strange. And we are good. 3, 2, 1. No. Alright, this one's just being a pain in the butt. Oh, that's why. It's like some smudge. Maybe this will help. Alright, there we go. That's good. So just have a pillar, and the computer. Let's knock out the pillars, and we'll have the computer left. What say it? What say ye? I'm excited for our December trip to Disney. I know I talk about it all the time. My next trip to Disney, but it's so much fun. So we're gonna do the Christmas party, and then a day at Magic Kingdom. I think is the next day, roughly. I'm gonna ride Pirates at least once, both park entries, just at least once, if not. It's so much fun. The smell of the ride, they use I think bromine instead of chlorine. It just the overall smells so great. There's actually a company that replicates the smells, and I'm so excited to see if to see if that smells actually true. After our December trip, I'll probably get that candle. I love candles. I love smells. They're so good. But yeah, and we'll see if that candle holds up, because it's probably my favorite park smell. That and the smell in Pandora for Animal Kingdom, so good. Or the smell for the Grand Fiesta Tour featuring Los Caballeros, Donald Duck and his other two buddies. What would be because that's Epcot. What would be Hollywood Studios? I don't know if there's a smell necessarily at Hollywood Studios. Because like Star Wars, I'm immersed just by like the looking at everything. But like, I guess to smell the Ronto wrap. The Ronto wrap's probably one of my favorite foods of all time at Disney. Like hands down, it's delicious. But yeah, so let's see. Favorite ride, and I've done actually a ranking every ride. Flight of Passage is my favorite ride at Animal Kingdom. Pirates of the Caribbean is from Magic Kingdom. Epcot, I would say Grand Fiesta Tour. The Remy is fun. And then Hollywood Studios, I'd say Minnie and Minnie's Runaway Railway. Though I will say, I didn't. That was probably the only ride we rode. I'm not a big coaster fan, and we didn't ride really anything in Star Wars. My leg had been really bothering me, and it kind of threw off the vibe for me. But I was trying to, you know, walk around and explore things. We did a bunch of stuff. We did a bunch of like character meet and greets and whatnot, and we had dinner plans. So there was that. But I'm excited to really ride more stuff in Star Wars Land. That, and I think the lines were just out and about. Otherwise, every other park we did pretty much everything. Magic Kingdom, I still need to ride Haunted Mansion, so I'm going to do that during the party. And then also do that during the actual ride, the main park day. Super excited for that. And then we're staying at All-Star Movie Resorts. Phenomenal. The bus every 15 minutes picks you up, takes you from your resort directly to the park, and vice versa. You are the farthest stop away, but when it comes to like the actual, like when you get to each park, but could be worse. What am I missing? Oh. Go around here. I think probably the only thing I'm not looking forward to is having to go through the airport. Like flying is fine. You sit there for X hours, and I think ours is like a few hours, if that. But just I always get nervous, like, oh no, I'm gonna get held up somewhere. I'm gonna be, oh, we got questions about your bag, and like, it's a Nintendo Switch or a tablet. What more is there to ask? Oh, you want to know about the games on it? Well, I got this, I got that. Or I have headphones in. Like when I was by myself, when I went to visit a buddy on the East Coast and we saw Metallica, my second time, his first time, I didn't have my headphones in all the way. Like I had to make sure anytime and it happened a lot. My like hour and a half, 2 hours waiting at my gate, I was like really anxious the entire time. And like, oh, did they check? Because no, my like they changed gates to the complete other side of the airport, and I'd be hauling ass. And yeah, I always get like worried something's gonna happen, you know. And oh, sorry, you all that money you spent, bye bye. That's why when I'm with my fiance, she at least gets that taken care of. I don't have to worry about it. I get us where we need to go, and then she takes care of the rest. So she's a real saint on that. Okay, we are almost 74%, almost 3/4. I think if it wasn't for that, or like missing a train or something, if it wasn't for that, I would love traveling so much more, because I love the idea and all that, and I love actually going places, but when shit hits the fan, it sucks, especially when it ruins your plans, man. But hey, I'm excited to be going to Disney World. Going with the whole family. So much fun. Oh, there's a ceiling chute. I didn't realize that. So this pillar... We're missing somewhere. Oh, found it. Floor mount, ceiling mount's good. Well, we'll have to reload this level and do a quick spray on that ID to get that achievement. But then we'll be good to go. We'll go up here, and I think we can reach it from... Well, okay, we can't reach all of it. There's the other side, obviously, but still. So far, so good. Oh, I thought the orb was on. I was forgetting. It's over here. There we go. Go up here and there. I'll spray from the top down. We'll do it right this time. If I can go up the ladder. Thank you, ladder. No, thank you, gravity. For some reason, that snoot looks like the Twitch logo. And we're cleaning the computer. It's computer's purple. My computer's all of my desk, all my computer stuff are black. I don't know, it's a sleek look. I had a glass desk before, but when I moved it, one of the pieces, I dropped it like not even an inch, like barely an inch, and completely exploded. And it was an L shape too. I had saved up so much money working at McDonald's for that desk. There he is, the sauce of all evil. The sauce. Oh, the dirty bubble. The dirty bubble trapped in the brine of justice. You thought you were salty, but not salty enough, my friend. My filthy friend. Jeez, this computer is massive. Was this NASA's original shuttle PC server rack? Oh. Oh, a junior mint. That's right. Forgot about it. I'm getting the edge of this here. I wonder what we're doing for dinner. I always wonder, especially in streams, like, oh, for lunch it's this and no big deal, but dinner. Maybe a pizza. It's gonna be cool today. Who knows? In the words of a fellow streamer, Vanderthal, life is good. With or without pizza, life is good. Tell me what you're having to eat, if you're eating now or your next meal. If you know, let me know down below in the comments on YouTube or Twitch chat. Either or. Oh, you can turn that on. Whoops. Korean barbecue ramen noodles with soy sauce. Yum. Good to know, Chips. Good to know. Sounds delicious. Where's the stool? Oh, there it is. Delicious. Korean barbecue ramen noodles. Yum. I forgot we have some of those. We also have the spicy ones, but I don't think my nose needs to be any runnier. I mean, it does, but it doesn't. Because a runny nose wouldn't necessarily be the solution to my problems. And your poor stomach? Yeah. That spicy chicken. Woo! It's good, but not worth the pain right now. Those junior mints are pretty good. Favorite SpongeBob villain? I think it's Manta Ray. Man Ray! Oh my gosh, that's why he's a Manta Ray. Yeah. So that means this is your wallet. Makes sense to me. So take it. It's in my wallet. I want to see. There's got to be more episodes with him and other villains in it. But yeah, Dirty Bubble's good though too. Plankton, but he isn't a villain. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know. But what about you? You have one? Comes a ding. We're about to get a ding in like 5 seconds. Oh, hold on. Excuse me. I guess more than 5 seconds. I forgot there's underneath this. There we go. There's a ding. Another one. Trying to think what the other villains are. There's Dirty Bubble, there's Man Ray. Almost got the backside of this here. Backside a computer. If I had to, for Disney World, pick like, okay, Magic Kingdom, I'd have to go through the left side. Not including like shows and all that, I have to go Jungle Cruise, Pirates, Haunted Mansion, It's a Small World, the Carousel, because it's a classic. I guess pretty much all of them are classics in a way. I think it's the one thing that this needs is like music or something. Am I missing? Have I been missing music this entire time? No, there's no music here. Darn. I guess in the stream instance it's fine not to have music, but you know, no copyright, but YOLO. Or Jello. Just a metal show reference. And that's so good. I've been working off and on my Sweet Tooth model that I ended up making actually a little city build around him that I'm still working on. It's pretty cool. What are the other sockets? Oh, it's because it's such a long... Okay. There we go. I think we might be missing something besides this. I don't know. We'll find out once I finish this computer case and they go, oh, you're missing 6 other things. And it's like random parts and whatnot, probably. I know I'm not done with this, the stand. An enemy stand! No, not JoJo's stand user. No, 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 no. So I mean, it was like, how do you tell if it's a enemy stand user and JoJo? And it was just like all these regular dressed people, and then there's this person that's really dressed nicely amongst all of them, and like, yeah, they're a stand user. Oh, there's a lot of grime there. Hold on. Nope. Oh, I can left click with that. Okay, that's cool. Uh... 94%. Da, 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 da. Yeah, the amount of times that I've played through this game, just relaxing, just listen to this. So relaxing. The amount of times I played it just for soothing effects, I'd wake up and just like, yeah, I want to play a game, but I want to just chill. This has been that game. That or Minecraft. Which reminds me, I've got a video coming up about that city that I built. I'm so excited to show off. There's something on the monitor. Oh, Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy. So cool. All right. Like, if someone asked me then, you know, since I said Man Ray, like, who's your favorite Batman villain? I'm like, that's a tough question. I guess it depends on, like, the portrayal, if it's in, like, a certain comic series run, or just overall. I guess overall, I'd say Mark Hamill's Joker, if we're doing, like, a specific portrayal of a specific character. But otherwise, I think Clayface is really cool. Clayface is so cool. Cell shading was also what I was thinking of when I mentioned earlier, like the this designer's got like a cell shading in a way. Hold on, I'm about to sneeze, I think. Methinks I'm going to sneeze. Friends, I gotta make sure, I got it on disc, but I need to make sure I install that little bit I need for to play Shadow of the Colossus coming up this week. Because if not, I just think I go to stream and then, I gotta wait 20 minutes. Sorry, guys. I mean, the internet's fixed now, so it shouldn't be, it should be like, 20 minutes, no big deal. I can chat during that, but I need to take care of that. If you don't know who Clayface is as a Batman villain, he's this anthropomorphic clay. He was depending on the iteration, he was a failed actor who ended up through a series of unfortunate events being turned into Clayface, and he can perfectly mimic people, but like I think like high pressured water like dissipates him and all that, but then like the mush of clay, you know, like mud, can like move and all that, and he can form his hands into like a giant brick or giant mace, stuff like that. Really cool. But he's a pretty good impersonator. Like in death, he was reborn in his own way. It's like, wow. There we go. And is that it? No. Oh, there's... There's like little bits here and there, but they're like embedded into random. Oh yeah, like right here on the ground. Like, okay, how did I miss that? The front part's like legitimately just like missed because of like the ladders in the way and whatnot. Oh, the case. Let's get back up top, aren't I? For some reason, I'm also thinking about like, hey Arnold. The other day I saw a GIF for Invader Zim. I'm like, oh, I never did watch all that. Should watch all that sometime. Oh, there's like, there we go, and then. Prison chamber bulb. Cable engage. Then cable. We did it! Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy, unite! Complete the Mermalair job! We did it, chat. Check it out. Fantastic work. This was fun. This was fun. Yay! Everything's back to normal in Bikini Bottom. Sandy's singing, Plankton's plotting, and Mermaid Man's mobilizing. Who knows when the dirty bubbles served his time? Maybe he will become a clean little bubble, wafting happily around the place. We can't thank you enough for helping us clean up our little mystery. Without you, we'd still be knee-high in grime and crime. Anyways, gotta dash. We're throwing a surprise party for Squidward to say sorry for all the mess we made. We've invited the whole town. Squidward's gonna love it. Goodbye, friend, and thanks again. And that, ladies and gentlemen, was SpongeBob SquarePants DLC for PowerWash Simulator, Conch Street, Bikini Bottom Bus, Krusty Krab, Paddy Wagon, Invisible Boatmobile, and the Mermalair. Let me hop in here and let's start this job. So we can get this last SpongeBob achievement. Unfortunately, I don't have the rest of the achievements because it's, yeah. But hey, I've enjoyed this so much. Maybe in the future, when I get a chance, we'll play through the actual campaign. What say you? But for this level, let's just get this achievement here, which is by doing this. It's not my wallet. In the Mermalair job, complete Patrick's identity card first. And without further ado, folks, that has been SpongeBob SquarePants DLC. My name's SlothFang. If you haven't already, subscribe on YouTube, follow on Twitch, and if you really enjoy me on Twitch, subscribe. But by following on Twitch and subscribing to YouTube, you can be notified for upcoming videos and streams. Twitch, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday on my stream starting at 11 a.m. Central until 2 p.m. Unless something dictates otherwise. Like, say, shout out to Colossus for 2 streams, then I'm going to stream for longer. And sometimes when I say 11 to 2, it's longer. Just because we get carried away, we have fun. And, yeah. Remember, you're awesome, beautiful, and inspiring, YouTube. Till next time, take care.